Hey, Alex here. So we got the Chargers theme team led by who's the best quarterback in Chargers history in the last 20 years? Of course, it's Ty God Taylor, or Two-Rod Taylor, as I think he likes to be known, or as properly called. There's the offense, just a brief overview. Defense, of course, we'll go into more depth as we move on. So solid starters throughout. You guys have seen my theme team breakdown. Almost every team's got like solid overall type of cards. There isn't anything like too lacking. Ever since the team builder kind of rounded out a lot of theme teams, we've had a lot of other cards. Of course, this past week for content's been a little slow. So hurry up, Mutt. We need some more stuff. Especially with the draft coming up, I think every team will get at least one card with that. So hopefully these teams pick for positional need, not necessarily the overall talent to help out our theme teams, right? That's what we truly want as Mutt players. We don't want our teams in real life to be great, but our teams in Mutt to be great. Maybe not. All right, so Lydian Tomlinson, I'm going to try out as my user. 97 speed there, hot hands, good stuff. Well, not like just hands. He's a running back there, right? We got Manti Te'o as a visible girlfriend there at the third middle linebacker spot. He won't really hit the field. But overall, we'll play a lot of 3-3-5 because we have good safeties, good DBs here. Harrison's kind of a backup, so we'll sub him into the linebacker. And, of course, we have the, like I talked about with Tomlinson as a user. So solid cards throughout the defense and secondary. So let's roll over to a couple more cards, check out their stats here in a second. Weddle in Adai. Am I saying that correctly? Jaleel Adai. So, like, overall, Chargers defense, I'd say, is probably middle of the pack for in my opinion. I think that's where I'd put them. They got some good talent there. Obviously, Shaz is not on the team, but really wish he could be. But really wish, a lot of things with Shaz. The injury never happened, all that kind of stuff. So back to the offense. I could go with a non-mobile quarterback, but I was tempted by, I would say, the devil of Twitch, aka chat, to eat that apple and take the mobile quarterback with the terrible accuracy. So we're going to do Ty God, and we're going to see, if his accuracy really does bite our tongue off, or if he is the Ty God like he says he is. So Phil Rivers is obviously the better choice normally if you want to be a little bit more competitive, unless you're running like a read option offense or something where you're rolling out of the pocket every time. Like those accuracies, you're going to miss a lot of balls. You're going to be very frustrated with them. But here's the thing. It's not going to be like overwhelming. Just watch the gameplay when it comes up, and you're going to see like he's not terrible, but he'll miss a pass or two a game. And if it's a really tight game, will his legs give you the benefit of the doubt over a statue quarterback? Maybe. But that's for you kind of decide. I've made videos on how Lamar Jackson's great, and really, quarterbacks just miss passes when they're under pressure or on the run in the pocket. You don't see it as much. So maybe it is. I mean, that's kind of a long-winded way of saying like mobile quarterbacks are really good. And even losing that much accuracy still might tip the scales in their favor. So tight ends are God tier. Basically, I'm going to use Kellen Winslow as my wide receiver 3. So my wide receivers, I got two good wide receivers. Keenan Allen obviously is all world, IRL and in game on the theme team. 99 speed, basically 99 stats across the board. Everything except for like catching traffic, a little bit of spec catch you could use. Deep route running, doesn't matter. Like once you're over 90s, I think on the route running you're fine. 90 medium route running, I think I saw at the beginning of the year was where somebody tested it as the better animation. Short and deep didn't really do a whole lot, even on different route combinations. So Keenan 6'2", everything you kind of look for, everything you need. This is pretty much, I don't know if I go tier 1. It's tough to put him like tier 0 receiver at 6'2", because you really want to kind of get like 6'4", 6'5" for the height for those kind of receivers. His run blocking, I believe, is solid too. So Mr. Williams, a little fast there for Tyrell. 6'4" at 97 speed. Now, if he was high, I think Keenan can spin too. I don't think this card can spin. But overall, 6'4", solid jump pass target. Winslow, who I talked about as my wide receiver 3 at 95 speed, is very cromulent. The rest of his stats, obviously, I don't want to say like top tier, but very high tier receiver run block there at tight end, switching over to wide receiver. So yeah, without the spin though. So like this team lacks a little bit of spin, but other than that, every single offensive position's littered with talent, except for I guess quarterback. Not having a Vic, a Lamar, a Cam, Russell, those kind of like mobile quarterback types that are actually accurate at end game type of situations. McNabb, it's tough not to have one of those guys, right? Antonio Gates, he can spin though. That's a spinning machine. That guy's on the floor. But let's look on the dance floor, aka the field of conquest, aka the field of battle, aka Mr. Hits a Lot. So Team versus team. Mine a theme, his a normal. Kicking it off deep. We are in the Chargers uniforms because of course we are. Playing against Detroit, so a couple of blue teams. I'm blue, abba-dee-ba-da-da. Kaisa, rolls out and hits a playmaker. What else do we know about Madden, right? Isn't that everything? But I decided to man up his playmaker right there. He's running a lot of that same play. He runs it back because, freaking come back to the quarterbacks are busted, powerful. So we send a blitz there, just high points a pass to the tight end. It's a solid play that's taken us a little bit to figure out to stop here. We decided to run. Like, look at how fast our linebacker is. It's beautiful. He beat us over the top there because Weddle, even in a deep cover two, just can't do anything. Not good at all there. Weddle is way too slow. So the secondary, even though he's highly rated, even though he's high overall, is terrible. Throws it one-on-one against Derwin, and that is not a place you want to go. That is not a place you want to see with the new Derwin James out here dominating everything from C to C. So I think Derwin might be my favorite, probably the best strong safety in the game right now. Obviously, you can make an argument for other players, but at 6'3" with everything that he has, like basically does it all. Amazing. So he's running a lot of man coverage on me, man blitzing. So we'll just run, one of our slant routes and just toss the ball to the guy in a slant and don't let his man coverage beat us. So do the same thing. If he's going to stay in the same defense, we're going to just call slants and slants and slants. We pick up his blitz. He's in zone this time, so he threw a little change. We roll out with Tyrod, throw it high, but we're on the run. Throw it, throwing a high pass on the run, not going to happen very well. So Tomlinson stumbles, bumbles, twists, turns, and crumbles into the end zone with a little bit of, swaggering back on him and dancing. And that is enough for that opponent. So let's go to the game. First game in, dominating San Diego, just like they were dominating in the 2000s with their Hall of Famers, and still doing pretty well for themselves, even though they've moved from San Diego to Los Angeles. I've been saying San Diego the whole time. Man, I'm terrible. So if I have been making that mistake, I do deeply apologize to all the Chargers fans, all 5 of you in Los Angeles currently. But for those left over, across the nation for San Diego love, you love the players. It's tough. It's tough when you're on a kind of, bones out of franchise. I don't know what I would feel if Steelers ever left. That'd be a very hard mix of emotion. But anyways, he's in the Steelers uniforms. I'm confused because those are usually my uniforms. Nice little user blitz by him, or I don't know, not so nice because, blocking this game sucks. So we throw a high point, and Mr. Allen, Keenan, bring out Kel. Kel would be able to catch that. So I'm still somehow stuck in that animation, just pissed off. I was dick to thigh on him, and I still got animated out of my mind. So pretty salty. Throws it deep. Derwin, got bailed out by no interception. They're throwing it 2-on-1. Should be interception, especially when I'm that good on the catch right there. And caught it over us again with no animation from our CPU. Or did I click on to try and use that one? Regardless, no animation. Feels bad, man. Similar play, throwing it late to the flats. We're manning people up, trying to take away different routes. He is able to get sacked. We sent, 5 at him there. We're kind of just cross-manning, trying to stop. He's running a lot of crossers on us, so that's basically all we're trying to stop here. We got some pressure off the edge. Whoa! Was that Bosa? Or was that, I think that was Ingram, actually. And, mine! I desire it! So a little interception camera issue. Unable to outturn his quarterback. Does not use a click on it. He is trying to use or blitz us, though. Unable to catch up to our deep crosser. But, yeah, we tie-rod that, unfortunately. So, right over the middle again, and we fumble the ball, but we're able to magnetize it back into our hands, just like Los Angeles has magnetized 2 teams to their city now. And I'm not going to forget it the rest of this video. Next video, no promises. I'll be calling him San Diego once again, as you'll always be San Diego to my heart. Little seam route, user covered. We decided to throw the wheel there, and, 6'4", but unable to come down with that door. So, only 3 points for me right there. Little crossing routes, double crossing routes, and he just throws it deep. Gotcha! The king has arrived. Just like Twitch chat, we only get King of 5 and 9. We got Mr. King here, and we'll go down the sidelines. Gates, holding open the gates to heaven. Drag looks open, so we'll just take it. It looked like the post was coming open, but I said it a little bit later. That I started to put that post on that pattern instead of an in route, feeling like the post might get to a more sensitive spot. But I feel like the cover 3 guy gets down too much on the post. He reacts too quickly to the post now, so I got to go in route there instead of a post. I think it's better spacing. So unable to run the ball in the end zone. We got high points again, and unable to even out block a 3-man rush. I think that was. That's just how the cookie crumbles. But we're up 2 scores, so, I mean, we're not going to complain that much being up by this much. Our defense has been able to shut them down, so that famed Los Angeles D of the Chargers, Rams D, I think, is a little bit more fabled than Chargers, but still doing well. We're crossing our linebackers out to try and take away a little bit of the crossers, because that's his main offense, and he throws it to the middle of the field late, unmanned up, unzoned. End of first half, though. Little post route again, trying to take advantage of cover 2, and he throws it dangerously near one of my defenders, but we were unable to get to the ball. Like, we're unable to find the balls of myself because Foxy's got him on the shelf. Well, that's it for the game, though. He decided to take a quit after that, even though there was an entire football half left to play. That's it for the San Diego Chargers, Los Angeles Chargers theme team. Whoops! Thanks for watching Call to Action. I'll see you tomorrow.